A day, not sure what episode it is, but just finished at the shop, and I thought I'd give you a little bit of a tour just to see if you'd be interested in coming to the shop. And my mum done a massive clear out and tidy up yesterday, and then we got a delivery of faux flowers in as well today, and then later in the month we're going to be getting some clothing in. So we've got a big range of like skincare. So we've got anti-pose and we've got Sukin, which is all vegan, natural, and all of the good stuff like that. And we do some baskets. Then we've got all of our faux flowers here. So I tried doing some sort of order, so it's pinks and silvers. Then you've got your adding area, so like when you put your greenery in, and then some more of the autumnal sort of colours. Then you've got your whites going into your golds, going into your reds. Then we've got some more autumnals down here. Then we've got, and obviously there's all the baskets there. We've got some of our Easter range. So we got some of that out just because the main supermarkets are getting their Easters out. So we thought, well, we've got to. Then we've got a couple of our bits of homewear. We've got a load of homewear at the end of the month. And our mannequins to show we do clothes. However, they're just not in at the moment because we're doing clothes, stocking out our other shop first. And then this shop will be getting the whole new delivery of clothes in like 2 weeks or so. Our garden benches and the little bit of patio sort of area. Then we've got our rituals and diffusers, scents and like hand soaps, all the nice smelly bits in there, because I've just looked up, in there is all your French vintage. Then you've got all of your jewellery in here, so you've got the miscellaneous and then bracelets, silver and then gold, all like your fashion jewellery sort of thing. Then you've got your giftware section, so you've got your paper, your cards and your gift bags, and then some more baskets here and boxes just there. Then we've got, these are Dad's really, some old vintage signs. And as we've got all of our handmade, what are they called? The hearts. I think if you turn the lights on up here, because Mum done quite a few good displays in here the other day. Said about making, because this is one of our only windows really in the shop, so I said put some of our homeware and also some clothing so people can see it from the outside. See what we do. Then we've got all our galvanised stuff, some zinc in there, some bottle dryers, then our lamps, and then all of our lampshades at the end. Then we've got, these are necks for hats and jewellery, so necklaces. Some of more of our homeware. Then we've got some of our bowls. We'll be getting some more bulbs in a week or so. And then some more homeware here. So yeah, there's a bit of everything at the shop we do. It has been quite quiet again today, sadly, and it was quiet last week. It is January, but it doesn't help because obviously Mum's got to still pay for the rent, wages for people, all the utilities, and then obviously for stock as well. To get more stock in, you've got to sell this stock, but to get some people don't want to come in for this because we've had it a bit, so it's that kind of to and fro really, and you're catching up. And she broke her back recently. We've had some issues in the family, so, and then also issues with my dad's work. So it's been a tough last year. So we're just trying to get back on our feet, and she's got back to even now. So the last year, because of everything what happened, she was at a loss. So we're back to even. So hopefully we can start to grow again. But yeah, if any of you would like to follow Mum's page, it's on Maison de Clements 64 on Instagram, Maison de Clements on Facebook. But yeah, so today at the shop it was quite quiet. I sold a few bits, but not a lot. Today was a loss again. Yesterday was a loss, which is a shame. And we're trying, so I just bought some new ink to make some new signs up and everything. And now I've got to go team session in Sudbury, so we've got first team training today. So yeah, Thursday 6:30 to 8 is first team training. So I'll be there. No analysis because we've got no game on Sunday. And the game on Sunday, the opponent's pulled out of it, so we're not going to be playing that game. And then there's a friendly on Tuesday, but I'm not sure I'm going to that because I believe I'm busy, so I can't get to that friendly. and then same again Thursday, then back to a game on Sunday, I believe. Is it Cambridge or is it Norwich? I want to say Cambridge. We've got next Sunday. But yeah, so all in all good. It should be a good evening. Sent my Vinted parcels off this morning, and also whilst I was going to get that, there's a local person who works for one of the big chains, and they're all against food wastage, so all of the food that is going to be throwing out, they give away from their house. So I got a teriyaki chicken and sushi rice bowl, and I also got a peri peri chicken and crunchy slaw wrap. So I had that today, and then I also bought a load of bags of that proper corn, the sweet and salty one, from Tesco's yesterday, and it was reduced to 23p for like a normal bag. So I thought I'd just get a few of those because they'll be a healthier snack. So yeah, it's trying to still be healthy. I did wake up a little bit later this morning, so I didn't have time for gym, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of a workout later this evening. There's still a few jobs I need to do as well. But yeah, it's been a long day, and we're still getting jobs done. We're still better than we was yesterday. However, we could still do more. So tomorrow, Friday, is going to be a big day. Got coaching in the evening. Then I'm not sure if I'm seeing Ellie after. But got gym tomorrow. Going to do coaching. Got shop. Send a Vinted parcel in the morning. Only one, and it's only like £2 or £2.50, which is a shame. But I've also made a spreadsheet, so at the end of the month I'm going to be seeing how much I've made on Vinted and eBay, which will be interesting. Doing really well so far for what it is. And although Vinted is more, once it's on there, you've only really got a week to set it, otherwise people don't really see it. The eBay is always just I've got a 7-day, then it relists, so that's one of those things that will keep going. Vinted, we're just going to try push it. And then we've got to list all the stuff on eBay onto Vinted. There's 260 items, so it's a long, long day. But we're getting there. We've sold a few bits already. More Vinted than eBay. But we're still selling bits on both platforms, so it's still good. And even if I can sell 1 or 2 bits a day, that's amazing. If I can get 20 quid a week from it, I'll be more than happy with that. 20 quid a week, then you're looking at 80 quid a month, and you're looking at £960 a year. So you're not going to say no to nearly £1,000. And we're ahead of that schedule so far in January, but yes, as I said, it will slow down. But then in the summer, what we're going to do as well is we're going to do some car boots this year. Hopefully have some time to do some car boots, and get rid of a load of bits. So the bits which are old from eBay and just bits like that. Really, on Saturday we've got a game at home against #United. So after play that game, I'm gonna go into town, and I've got to get some watches fixed. The straps are broken on them, and I also am going to take a bag of DVDs which I'm selling on Facebook Marketplace for £5 for a big bag for life. I'm just going to take them to CEX and see if I can sell them there. I've seen that they do some trading stuff, so I'm going to see, even if I get a little bit less, it just gets it gone as a bag going out of the garage. And it's just about space at the moment, and it pays for my parking there, so it's an extra 3-4 quid. It is what it is at the moment. But yeah, it's just keep on getting a few quid each day, even when it's a day off, or if I'm doing coaching where I'm volunteering, it's can I get some money in from Vinted that way to kind of make up for it, because as I said, the house fell through yesterday, and I don't want that to happen and repeat again in the future. It'd be nice to have some money to back it more, even though that one, it wasn't that it was out of our price, it was out of our price to profit, and that's kind of what we're trying to do. So it would be nice to be able to know that when we get the next house, or when we get our first house, I should say, sorry, that if we get it for the price that we want, as soon as we move in there, we can start the renovations. It wouldn't be all of our money into down payment of the house, it would be that way, which is the real goal, because you don't want to sit on a house for 3 months doing nothing and then do one thing at a time. You want to be able to go in there, then go, right, let's book plastering, let's book someone to do the plumbing, let's book a sparky to get it all rewired, and then bomb. Then you've got an extra 20 grand to put all of that done. So it's all those little odd jobs, and then you can kind of titivate from there. That's the goal. And as I said, that's probably houses really next year in April. So then we got our LISA bonus, both of us, and that'll be an extra 6 grand. But if something comes up, you can't say no to it. So it's one of those things where, yes, it would be good to save, but also if something comes up, we just got to go for it at the moment, because the housing market is hard, especially first time buyers. So yeah, it is what it is. We're going to keep trying. Also today, done a little bit of chart work, just trying to learn a little bit more. Only place a few like little scalps, really, not proper trades. Normally I'm looking at a reversal strategy, but that's like my main trades, and then sometimes I do a little bit of scalping here and there. But yeah, it's been all right. We're getting there. It's just, yeah, we're getting there. Let's say that. And I've got to stop saying. Charge my batteries today, and yeah, I want to talk about on the next one. I want to talk more about houses. Just finding that a really interesting topic at the moment. I want to talk about savings and like what that sort of could look like. I want to talk about reselling or just selling old bits as well as another topic of one of the other days. And I also want to talk about me coaching, because it's quite an interesting story about how I started coaching. And like the things what's happened for me to be a coach, and also the things that went wrong during my journey, and the experiences I've had with uni as a coach, and what my opinion is of the badges. So yeah, it'd be quite interesting for me to relay anyway. Not sure if you'd find it interesting, but it is what it is. If you don't watch it. If you do, watch it. But no matter what, there'll be 1% of my day up every single day. We've only missed 2 days this year, and just between, I think we started this on the 27th of January, the 27th of December, sorry. We only missed 2 days, so that's good. We're getting there with the gym, and even if we can't properly fit gym in, we're doing a little bit of exercise. And then if we're going up to get the vintage stuff, we're doing a little bit on the bench press as well. The January target is to increase my bench press by 2.5 kilos comfortably. So you're going to be, we're just going to keep upgrading every single month. The weights we're doing, what we're losing physically in the sense of weight-wise, how we're growing mentally, and how the funds are adding up. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to buy a house and we need funds, and we've just got to keep going. So yeah, listed all of my eBay. I'm not sure if I said that yesterday, but all of the eBay is now listed. So it's 260 items on there. So it's literally just now the eBay stuff, which isn't on Vinted, to put on Vinted, that will also be very time consuming. I'm also going to sort through my cupboards again, because obviously I bought, on Vinted this month, I bought 9 white t-shirts, and that came to like £4. I bought a polo top, a normal polo, which came to like £4, a pair of grey jeans, which was like £5, and then a long sleeve rug, I call it like a rugby top, and that was like £10. So we've done well. We spent like £25, I think, this month. On new clothes, jeans, 9 t-shirts, polo, and a long sleeve polo. So you can't complain at that. I'm going to go through all of the cupboard. If there's any like faded white tops, we're going to get rid of them. And we're just going to get everything what actually fits nice. 1% a day. See ya.